Kazuki! It's lunch break!
As soon as the morning classes finish, Akari energetically turns around. You're energetic as ever.
Tengi-san joined the club. That'll pick you right up.
Well, I guess that's so. Anju's anger nearly put Akari into a depression. But it would seem that Tenge joining the club cheered her up.
Today, we're gonna keep up the energy and catch some more new members.
Wait. Do you plan on recruiting people during lunch break today?
Of course! After all, we drew in so many new people yesterday.
Well, that was people with impure motives like going after Akari for her athletic ability or her sex appeal. I bet there wasn't a single person in that crowd interested in joining the ninja seeking club. In the first place, what kind of person would seriously want to join a club to seek for ninjas?
Achoo! Achoo! That's weird. Is it hay fever?
He's an exception.
Well then, what should we do? Do you have some great idea, Kazuki?
Well, for the time being, how about we eat? You can't fight on an empty stomach, can you?
Oh, that's right! Now that you mention it, we haven't eaten, have we?
Oh, is it lunchtime?
What do you normally do for lunch? Go to the cafeteria?
I go to the cafeteria or I buy something. It depends on my mood on the day.
Well then, what should we do today?
What are you going to eat, John?
What? You're interested in me, Kazuki?
No, it's just that you're the one closest to me in terms of where we're standing. Stop! Don't get any closer. Yamabuki's getting off on it again.
Don't be so shy. But I'm glad you asked. Right now, I want to eat something off the cuff.
John pointlessly sets himself up for a follow-through, then declares,
I want to eat it so much I can't help myself. It is. Yes! Sushi! Sushi! This country's traditional dish. The craziness of eating fish raw on the punch of the vinegar. I've wanted to try it at least once. Come at me, one and all. I'm up for the challenge.
The cafeteria doesn't have sushi.
What?
With these numbers, the cafeteria sounds good. Let's go.
Right. Ricka! How would you like to come with us for lunch, Ricka?
Why ask me?
Well, of course, it's because I want to be friends with you, Ricka. I really wanted to invite you sooner, but I could never find the right timing.
Contrast to Akari's sparkling smile, Rika's expressionless face is icy cold. But I suppose under that mask, she is probably perplexed.
Besides, when we were recruiting new members yesterday, you were watching over us from the gate, weren't you?
No, it was for a different reason.
Could it be that you admire ninjas? If you do, you should really join the Ninja Seeking Club!
With the expected reaction, Rika leaves alone into the hall.
I got turned down.
Don't worry about it. You did well with such an antisocial person.
Kazuki! It's mean to say things like that about a girl.
Well, but I wouldn't use such biting words with an ordinary girl that I don't even know. But Ricka is a ninja and she's an assassin. Who's targeting me? You can't expect me to treat her like all the other girls in class.
No ifs, ands, or buts. You've gotta be nice to girls.
You're right. It's just like you say. I take it back. I hold up both hands in a pose of surrender. Still, what's up with her?
I know. Maybe Ricka is worrying about something right now.
Huh? Maybe. Actually, ever since this morning, Ricka hasn't attacked me once. Normally she'd throw poison needles at me about 3 times in one lesson, but today it's been 0.
Well then, we've gotta go after her.
I don't think it will make any difference even if you go after her.
But
In that case, it's up to me. Sorry, I'll pass on lunch today.
huh?
That is, I've got something to do. Now.
Which is...
Before I say anything, Akari has figured out what I mean to do and is grinning ear to ear.
You seem so dependable today, Kazuki.
You think?
Yeah, I got it. I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, leave it to me. With Akari cheering me on, I leave the classroom. And now, where did Ricka run off to? When I think about it, I don't really know much about Ricka. She's the one always following behind me and attacking any chance she gets. With that being all our interaction, I've never had a normal conversation with her. And this is the opposite of usual. I'd have never thought the day would come when I'd be chasing after Ricka. I finally found you. Standing on the rooftop with a surprised look on her face, Ricka's hands moved to the weapon at her waist. Didn't you sense my presence? That's not like you.
Why?
I was looking for you. Having a single lunch in a place like this? When doing something that leaves you open, like eating, you do it where people don't see you. It was just like the old ninja law I was taught in the village. She'd likely be upholding it faithfully. That's why I searched in places where there are no people. And so that's how I found Ricka. Listen, could you lower your hand? I feel like you were threatening me.
What are you hiding in your hand? You let go, I let go.
Oh, this. To answer Ricka's suspicion, I pull out the thing that was in my pocket.
Bread from co-op?
Do you think I can attack with this?
If you poisoned it.
No, this is my lunch. I'm coming down beside you. Arguing anymore is a waste of time. Without waiting for an answer, I sit down next to her. Ricka still seems to be cautious around me. She glares at me with a look that's more dissatisfied than confused. Now then, I'm hungry. Completely ignoring her gaze, I open the fried noodle hot dog's bag. The hot dog here sells out quick, so I haven't gotten to eat it yet.
If you used ninjutsu, it's easy.
That's silly. If I use that, it'd derail me from the ordinary, right? And I quit because I started to hate being a ninja. I can't just go back to being a ninja whenever it's convenient. You know, this hot dog is seriously good. I washed the hot dog down without even looking at Ricka. Huh? The two of us quietly eat our lunch in a corner of the rooftop. When you do something that leaves you open, like eating, you do it where no one can see you. For people like Ricka and me who had that beaten into them, we didn't have much experience eating lunch together with someone else. So that is why both Ricka and I are silent. If Akari and the others were here, they'd probably be talking to us. For a pair of clumsy outsiders, we wouldn't be having such a meal with decent conversation. Ricka finishes eating her bread first. It was a lighter meal than I was expecting, so I think. When...
Tomorrow.
Huh?
Disappearing. Rest easy.
It's a line without a subject or context, and for a moment, I'm at a loss for an answer. What do you mean?
Like I said, I lost. I'll give up and return to my village.
It's over? It can't be that easy. She's a true blue ninja after all. For a ninja, the mission has to be accomplished. Failure is punished accordingly. Will you be alright? Ricka doesn't answer without saying anything, pulls out some bread. Coincidentally, it's the same kind of fried noodle hot dog as mine.
I come across this hot dog in this school. The greatest treasure of my life.
For a moment, Ricka's expression seems to soften to the pleasant sound of the hot dog's bag opening.
Delicious.
Ricka, I have an idea. Why don't you join the Ninja Seeking Club?
I can't,
Why's that?
because I'm disappearing tomorrow.
Ricka chews on the hot dog. There's no need for you to go back. After all, you haven't completed the mission, have you?
What are you trying to say? I'm here to...
You're still in the middle of the mission. You can't go back until you've seen it through.
But if I carry out the mission, you'll...
All you have to do is keep coming after me, right?
You don't make sense.
Of course, I know. Don't go back until you kill me. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm well aware that it's an insane thing for me to say. Anyway, don't go back yet. Well, dang it. An emotion when I have a hard time understanding stirs up in me, but I can't express it in words very well.
You understand how I feel?
What are you talking about?
Being here like this will break it down.
Break what down?
Me. The sunny side was too bright. For someone like me living in the shadows, this ordinariness is a light that shouldn't be reached. So before I break down, I need to leave.
You're really fine with that? If you leave my side, you'll also be hunted.
I'm aware of that much.
Saying that, Ricka takes a last bite of her precious fried noodle hot dog. The reason I left the village? Don't you want to hear it? It's a little embarrassing, but I feel like telling her the complicated story I've never told anyone else. You've heard that I was the son of the village chief, right?
I know.
Every kid in the village is raised to become a ninja. But for the son of the chief, the expectations are different. The missions you have to bear is different. Ever since I was a little kid, my father had been strict. I probably had a lot tougher training than everyone else. From morning until evening, I trained constantly by myself. That's why I never met anyone my age. Well, sadly enough, I didn't flinch from that senseless violence, and I grew into the ninja my father expected me to be. And I realized I became the star of hope for the village. I was called the young chief to bear the next generation. But expectations are something other people push on you. It had nothing to do with how I felt.
Weren't you proud as a ninja?
If it was something I picked for myself, I might have been able to go along with it. But I just happened to be born the chief's son, and I had to deal with that harsh training. I couldn't run away when I was little. I didn't know there was any other way to live. But then I came across a chance for a change. One time, when I was sent to the outside world for a mission, I had a destined encounter.
Encounter? That was a person?
No, it was manga. What I read was an ordinary thing about normal girls going about their normal school life. It was a silly comedy with no plot development, no conclusion, and no point. That alone, it was a world I never knew, and it seemed so bright to me. I left the village and came to this world. I thought I could live that kind of life.
You left the ninja village for that?
Yeah, that's right. It's not like I regret it, though. There's a punchline to this story. The first thing I did after I left my ninja village was to go to the bookstore in town and buy that manga.
And?
I expected new chapters would keep coming out, so I went to the bookstore all full of expectation. And what do you think happened then? The manga I read ended with its last volume because it was canceled.
Is that a good story?
Who knows? I don't know. But it didn't change the fact that I felt good about leaving the ninja village. I was able to meet Akari, Anju, Tenge-san, Miyu, and Yamabuki. And even John. And you too, Ricka. I'm really glad I came to this school. So if you want to stay here, then you should stay here.
Is it?
Yeah?
Is it really alright for me to stay?
Of course it is. You can stay here if that's what you want. There was never any reason to go back.
I see.
Ricka gently, softly smiles.
What?
Nothing. It's just that you're smiling.
Meaning,
It's nothing.
is it?
Yeah?
Is it really alright for me to stay?
She's just asking that now? Seeing Ricka so uncertain is so odd that I end up smiling.
What's funny?
No, sorry about that. You can stay here if that's what you want. There was never any reason to go back.
If that's what I want.
She ruminates on my words.
Hey, the sunny spot is warm.
Yeah, you're right. Bright, shining, and warm. It's spring, even though the weather can still be a little cool and sometimes it seems like it'll go back to winter. but the trees are sprouting again and the earth is starting to be covered in flowers.
Fried noodle hot dog is the best.
And just like that, without speaking for a while, the two of us are bathed in sunlight on the rooftop. Fried noodle hot dog? It's supposed to be a rare item since it sells out so quickly from co-op. This is the first day for even me to eat it, yet she acts like she's used to having it. Could this be... You couldn't possibly have used ninjutsu to run off and buy it, right? Hey, answer me. Don't be so clearly quiet.
What are you talking about?
Do you use ninjutsu to buy fried noodle hot dog?
I haven't left the village. I have permission to use my power for the mission.
Wait, that's all for personal use.
Not personal use. Eating is important. You can't fight on an empty stomach. It's a daily battle.
This girl, isn't she more accustomed to the earthly life than I am, right? And you know what? You've been after me since the first day. It's long since become part of my new daily life. If you went away, it threw me off.
I see.
There wasn't a single poison needle all morning, was there? Don't go out of schedule like that. I put the last bit of hot dog in my mouth and turned to Ricka. I'll say it once more. Ricka, will you join the ninja seeking club? What? Is that a no?
It's not that. I'm a real ninja. Can I really join?
Oh. I forgot the most important part. Us being ninjas is a secret. I'm counting on you not to tell the other members.
Okay. Our secret.
Yeah, I guess it is.
If it's okay to have me.
Ricka extends her hand to me. Sure. I firmly shake Rika's tiny hand. And so, this is our new member, Ricka. Let's all welcome her.
Hello.
Oh!
Akari's eyes sparkle like never before.
Welcome to the club! We are happy to have you, Ricka!
Akari says this while hugging her. Rika's clearly at a loss how to react and gives me an obnoxious look of help wanted. I know, Akari's energy is something else, but her cheeriness gets through to everyone around her. Akari, Rika's uncomfortable.
Oh, really? Sorry. I've been wanting to make friends with you, Ricka. I just thought we'd hit it off well.
Hit it all?
But I didn't expect you'd bring Ricka in, Kazuki.
Oh?
Thank you, Kazuki. It's all thanks to you.
And thanks to me, huh?
That's right. I really respect you.
It was Ricka who decided it. I just brought her here.
I see. Okay then, Ricka. Let's have fun.
Yeah. Pleased to be here.
And let's talk more.
I can understand Ricka being uncomfortable for Akari pressing like that, but seeing Akari being vigorous towards the uncertain Ricka, who in turn seems not so unhappy about the situation, I feel like there's nothing to worry about. It looks like you two will get along. I'm glad. We're just too short of the necessary 8 members. Considering how we've gotten members so far, it seems that we should be asking people we know instead of doing the big welcome thing. In that case, there is not much choice. But that, of course, means...
It's the next episode preview time. Today it's me, Akari, and... Mew, I'll do my best. Right. Oh, you're so cute, Mew. I just want to take you home with me. I'm joking. Come on, it's the next episode preview. Thanks to Kazuki, we've added Ricka to our party. You did it, Senpai! Thanks! But why did she decide to join all of a sudden? Sure, Ricka Senpai has her reasons. I see. It's complicated. Well, it'll be fine. We're gonna get to know Ricka after all. Hopefully Ricka will tell us her secrets one day.
Sure. You're always the same you, aren't you, Akari-senpai?
I guess so. What do you mean? Well, whatever. And now we've got 6 members. We just need 2 more members. We're getting closer and closer to creating the Ninja Seeking Club.
But there aren't many people left that we know.
Should we try the new member recruiting again?
Hey! We don't need to do that!
In that case, should we ask people we know?
But that would mean...
Anyway, whether it's people we know or people we don't know, nothing will get started if we don't get more of them. It's the grand finale. Let's give it our all.
Yes! I'll do whatever I can.
And so next episode is Chapter 7, Getting Cloudy. Please look forward to it. It seems like today we managed to end it on a soft note, huh?
Isn't that normal for a next episode preview?
If you like this video, please give it a highly rated thumbs up. Check the description for more information about the MoeNinjaGirls.